If you're here watching this, the monad has found you, and it means way more than you think. This isn't random, and it's not accidental. The monad doesn't tap just anyone. It reaches the ones who slipped out of the world's spell without even trying. The ones who started seeing through the noise long before they had the words for it. Right now, most people are trapped inside the loops of the world, but you've been living outside of it. The monad is the original spark of consciousness, the quiet intelligence behind everything you've ever felt but never fully understood. And when it reaches you, it has a reason to. You're being activated now, and this means that there are things you need to know, things that explain why you were found, what this shift means, and why your life hasn't felt random for a long time. The word infiltrator sounds intense, but spiritually, it's a title of honor. You're not breaking into the world, you're blending into it with light. You move quietly, but your presence shifts environments in ways most people will never notice consciously. You're part of a silent transformation. You live among the unaware, not because they're wrong, but because your energy stabilizes rooms, inspires clarity, and wakes people who are already close to remembering themselves. Infiltrators don't force awakening. They spark it by existing. This path isn't about superiority, it's about subtle impact. Real change starts from the inside, and you are placed exactly where the monad needed awareness to live in human form. And once you accept this, the next truth becomes obvious. Infiltrators all share the same unmistakable signs you've carried your entire life. Authentic attunement shows up in patterns, not labels. And if the monad has reached you, these signs will feel like your biography. The first and the most obvious indicator is cognitive separation. While everyone follows the crowd, you naturally step back and see the patterns behind their actions. You don't copy the world, you observe it. When you stop matching the world, you start understanding it. The second indicator is early spiritual depth. You thought about meaning, existence, and purpose long before anyone else your age even knew what those words meant. You weren't pretending to be wise, you just came in with a different baseline. And the third indication is the intuition that hits with quiet accuracy. You sense the truth of people and situations before anything happens. No theatrics, just inner certainty that proves itself over and over. Intuition is the echo of the self you were before this life. These three indicators are the signature of the infiltrator consciousness. The monad never reaches someone because they failed, fell behind, or wandered too far from who they were meant to be. It reaches someone because their inner compass is ready to be adjusted back toward its true direction. You haven't been drifting because you're lost. You've been drifting because your consciousness has been stretching, growing, outgrowing versions of yourself you no longer fit into. And when that happens, the monad steps in not to control you, but to realign you gently with the path you were always meant to walk. Sometimes, the most awake souls are the ones who find themselves slipping into repetition, not because they're asleep, but because the world around them pulls constantly. Responsibilities, routines, environments, and people can all subtly distort your inner direction until you don't even realize how far you've drifted from your core. The monad doesn't treat this as a crisis. It treats it as a sign that you're ready for refinement. Awareness doesn't collapse when you drift. It expands when you return. If you've been questioning your purpose, second-guessing your decisions, or feeling like you're circling the same inner themes again and again, this isn't a breakdown. It's a reset point. The monad's presence is a subtle but unmistakable pivot, a rerouting back into the reality that fits you. not the one you settled into. Think of it